Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to beautiful South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And the Tigers will kick this away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Hurricanes offense comes out of the field for the first time today. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kurt.
And Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
Eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looking to throw. It's Morris. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Hey, really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
And he's got it, no problem. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass this time. That's made over the middle.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's a quarterback keeper. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Now the offense is set up with a short field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver to the air. It's Morris. He makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. It's caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Morris. Catch made across the middle by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Canes are in the red zone now. Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Looking for a man. Looks right and lets it fly. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Looking for his back. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. The receiver makes the catch. Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Looking to chuck it again. Makes a quick grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Snags the quick throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
It is intercepted.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. To throw, it's Morris. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Out of the gun now on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Morris. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. And he's back to throw again on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route, and I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Canes will have to kick this away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. We'll see what he can do with the return. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. And the Tigers will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And this one will be fair caught. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the opening play of the drive that begins from the 33. Quarterback still with the football. Fighting off the defender.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Contact as he threw it. He's got it with room to run. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. The Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Handoff in a single back formation. First down and more. He's still running. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. QB decides to keep it here. For the 25. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
You talk about a headache for a defensive coordinator. You got to plan around that kind of speed and discipline and elusiveness from a quarterback like this. Man, it creates nightmares that this defensive coordinator, I'm sure, dealt with.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Catch made on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bringing pressure. The receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Hurricanes will line up to boot it away. And they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defense.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And now the defense able to bring him down. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Oh, that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on 3rd down. What a big-time play. What will they do?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Carr. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
Chewing clock with the running game. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back. And they're selling out against this run game.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking to pass. It's Morris. It's a quick grab. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. 1st and 10, not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, you and I love this guy's ability to run the football, especially in the option game. But why take an unnecessary hit here? A chance to step out of bounds and avoid the hit? You got to do it.
It's complete on the crossing route. And tackled there by the defense. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And the quarterback keeps it here. Fighting him off.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Receiver makes the catch. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, they fail to hook up on this one, but you got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to 1 score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
And the receivers got it. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
This might be for the ball game. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Clemson's offense has the ball first today. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take some haymakers, and they got to wake up in this one.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground, stop playing pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games.
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're going back to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging right.
Breaks into the open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Dropping back, it's Denson. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying.
There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Denson. Takes the easy completion. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk out.
Lot of room to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Right on the money. Turning on the Jets. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Denson. Quickly complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's on target and complete. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this third quarter with a run. There he goes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They booted away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Got his man quickly. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 14. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Back to pass, it's Denson. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Man, I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Steps away. Breaks into the open. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success. But
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Heaves it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
We'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll run the screen. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Gamecock. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man, it's Denson. Gets it out fast. Turning it on! Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st and 10 from the 38. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback making checks. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He'll take another shot here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to...
a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fielded in the end zone. It's Weaver. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Hurricanes offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this: after a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact. That next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champion.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Dropping back, it's Morris. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback keeps the football. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. The Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Fires it to the wideout. He makes the ground. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Canes. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. The Tigers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up the pass, looking for more. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Bringing it out, it's Carr. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Back to pass. It's Morris. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, it looked to me like the quarterback was trying to give his man a chance to high point the ball, but he left it too far to the inside and gave the defender a real chance. Seems like an odd time and place for a lob pass.
It's an out route, the catch made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And he keeps it. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
On third down, he drops to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Quick throw to the left. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Back to pass. It's Morris. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Here's a target, and it's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Takes the toss and heads left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. You make the stop, but it'll be 1st down from the 13.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. QB decides to keep it here. Running with purpose. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Tigers will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Dropping back. It's Morris. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. They get to the line here in the no huddle. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. That defense contributes 6 points.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. It's a keeper. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. the quarterback dropping back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
It looked to me like the defense was surprised that the free safety was able to sneak up in there and come up with that nice sack.
That sack sets up a second down and long. He keeps it. QB draw. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. Third and very long. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. The Canes will have to punt this one away. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He's going to try to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. They're going to run it. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And now the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, that last carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Throw to the running back in the flat. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try to run for the first down. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this ACC championship. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the men who will take us home in this ACC championship, Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's second down here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Gets made on the out route. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Ball handed off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Ball handed to the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Back to throw. It's Morris. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. And the Canes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Ball handed off. Gets the first and still running. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. Leaning on the run game here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Powers through.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Carr. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Hurricanes. He's going to score. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started, and then it was just raw speed and instincts that take it to the house.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Here we go. The conference championship might come down to this drive. A chance to take the lead here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. He gets loose. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, there's nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing. Checks it down to the back, picks up some positive yards, but he's got to remember that clock is ticking.
Championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got it. Leads in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he doesn't make it. The run is stopped short, so the lead remains 5 here in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Grabbed by the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Their last chance here. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it.